All right. Welcome to lesson 18, Inference for two proportions. First, Jodene, how was everything last week? Did you get everything done?
No, because the internet on the ship was really bad. And every island we stopped at, we only stopped at one U.S. Virgin Islands where I could get some internet, but it was not good. So I missed everything. It's okay. I'll just have to figure it out. But I did get my test done. That was the important thing. Got that done on Friday. Yeah. Did you guys all do good on
it? I think so. Yeah. I don't remember what I got. I've taken too many tests lately.
Oh, yeah. Oh, with your other classes, huh?
Yeah.
We also did the design the study last week.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So do we want to talk about that really quick? Because I turned everything in, and it was approved by our teacher, but I submitted it last night. So I got the approval. I saw the approval yesterday. Submitted it last night for the university approval so that we could do the survey. And it was not approved because we had the question asking if they had ever seen a mental health professional, like if they had seen a mental health professional in the past. And so they did not approve it on the grounds that it's like asking about personal, medical, and behavioral information. So I sent an email to Brother Milner, and I asked him if we could just take out that question on the survey so we could ask, are you male and female, and would you consider seeing a mental health professional? And so I'm hoping that he gets back to me soon, and I asked him if we needed to resubmit our proposal, but the only thing that would be different is that one question. Yeah. We can still leave everything else the same.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. And on that approval thing, it gave me a bunch of options for who we're directing the survey to. And I just, I selected that we're sharing it on social media and through emails that aren't provided by the school. Is that okay?
Sure.
We could just ask all of our college friends to pass it along.
Right, yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Did you get a chance to look at it at all, Jody?
No, just skimmed it a little bit. But I will.
I did send out on Saturday. I sent the design the study, so that part of the project, in that email. And what we could do is, I know we have an email for links.
Yeah.
And we could just use that email when the thing is done and we want to review it. So we could have our whole project on that one email chain.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. Any more questions about the study?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Were there any questions on the preparation? Lesson 18?
Did you guys think that the lesson was super complicated, but then the prep was really straightforward?
I looked at the lesson and I can see, I understood it, and I think it's because I had to apply it to our study, when I was designing it.
Right.
But it's super complicated. Not complicated, but it's the P1 and the P2. Anyway, there's a lot of math. I looked at the Z-score formula for this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
So how do you feel about the group quiz?
We could start it and then...
If we have questions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too bad.
No. I also, today is clean checks, so if I leave randomly, that's why. I mean, I'll still keep this up. We'll probably turn off my mic and headphones.
Okay.
Oh, this is one of our longer ones, right? 20 questions.
Yes. For the first one, I got 0.743.
I got 2.
Awesome.
And question 4, I got 0.712.
That's what I got. Holy cow. Is it the P hat?
That's what I'm trying to look at. I don't think it is.
For the next one.
I thought it was in our lesson.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, right there. So P1 is, hypothesis, the HO, P1 equals P2, right?
Uh-huh.
And then P1 is not equal to P2.
Yeah.
But is it P1 or is it P hat?
I think it's just P1.
P1.
So I think it's
Sorry.
the first one.
P hat one. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
So wait, it's the first one?
Yeah.
Or is it the P hat one?
No, it's not the P hat one. So in our lesson, it's under step 4. The answer is like right at the top where it says step 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, the null and alternative hypothesis for the test equality. The 2 propositions is.
Okay. Holy cow.
Create in personal confidence variable.
For P minus?
Yeah, P1 minus P2.
What's the point estimate again?
Ugh. It hasn't been that long, but I cannot remember.
I know. Really.
So it's the crap. Yeah, what is the 95% number again? 1.8.
1.96.
The 1.96.
Oh yeah, Yep.
Okay, p hat is called a point estimate of p.
Yeah, so the statistics above are called point estimators because they are just one number that is used to estimate a parameter. Parameters are generally unknown values. So like X bar is a point estimate of mu. S is a point estimate of sigma. So then
p hat is a point estimate of p.
Yeah.
So when it asks for the point estimate for this 95% confidence interval, we found the point estimate. Those were our numbers that we got.
So would it?
So we would just subtract the second number that we got for P2 from the first one. So 7.743 minus 0.712. I got 0.031.
For the point estimate?
Well, if it's asking for the confidence interval for P1 minus P2.
Or would you?
Because the point estimate is the x over n.
Yeah.
And that's what we did to get those numbers before for the group 1 and group 2.
Would you subtract them or would you add them?
Well, it says subtract, but are we actually supposed to do the math, or do we plug it into the Excel chart?
I don't think the Excel gives us a point estimate. I don't know. No, I don't think it does.
It gives p hat 1 and p hat 2. That's not what we need. But then it asks for the margin of error.
Because like in the lesson, it has the overall sample proportion, which is just p hat, and that's x1 plus x2 over n1 plus n2. So that's why I'm wondering if we add them. But it also says that that's for the hypothesis test only.
How do you find the point estimate for the, is that what you were looking at in the lesson?
Yeah, I was just skimming over it for any indication that it might have a point estimate.
I've always had trouble with confidence intervals.
Oh, the combined proportion of successes. So the x1 plus x2 over the n1 plus n2. Then you divide those, or like it's a fraction. That's for the overall.
I think it is the 0.031. Because I went ahead and did the lower. I found the lower bound and the upper bound and stuff. And if you use 0.031 as like the median between the upper bound and the lower bound, it's the same. Like it's the middle point between the upper and lower bound.
Okay.
What was the upper and lower bound? And how did you find it?
I just put it in the Excel sheet.
Oh.
What did you get for the lower bound?
Negative 0.123.
Okay.
All right. The person's here.
Okay. So the number 6, was that 0.031 or was number, yeah, is that number 6? Where you subtracted the 2? Or is that the margin of error?
If you plug it into the Excel, the lower is the negative 0.123 and the upper, what is it, 0.185? So what would be the margin of error?
The margin of error is
I got 0.154 for my margin of error.
Hey. What did you get for the upper bound? 0.
I have 0.185, but I don't know if it's right.
That's what I have.
So what would be the point estimate?
The 0.031.
And that makes. Sorry.
That's even with the, do we have to do anything with the confidence interval?
What do you mean?
Do we need to do anything with the 1.96, or is that later?
I think that's if you calculate it by hand.
Okay.
But
So
with
was I right with the margin of error being 0.154?
Yeah, because if you subtract 0.154 from 0.185, you get 0.031. And then if you subtract 0.154 again, then you get negative 0.123.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense now.
Okay, so
If you subtract 0 from 0.185, if you subtract 0.062, like if you just skip the mean and go straight to the lower bound, it's 0.123. So that made me really confused because the lower bound on Excel is a negative 0.123.
Oh.
So that's why I was wondering what the 0.03 meant, because then I wasn't sure if everything was right, but everything's good on my end. Did you have a question, Jared?
So just to make sure, question 6 is 0.031, 7 is 0.154, and 8 is
Yeah. Sorry.
and 8 is negative 0.123, and then
Yes.
9 is 0.185.
Yes.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
And the alpha is 0.05, and for my p-value, I have 0.693,
Yes, I had to.
which means we failed to reject the null.
Fail to reject the null. Cool. Which of the following statements best describes the outcome of this study?
So it's insufficient, but which, let's see.
I put the last one.
That's what I think too.
Okay, yeah.
For the next 9 questions, we will review mortality rates and day of admission heart attacks, study with different data out of 118,519 who had a heart attack during a weekday. 16,713 had died. Out of 42,447 that had a heart attack on the weekend, 6,155 had died. Please use the data presented here. So there's P1 who died on the week. So is that the 16,000 number, P1?
Yes.
And P2 is 6,000.
Isn't it true?
I think so. I mean, the numbers are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. So it's less than, right?
Yes.
It is the last one.
That's what I think it is.
Or number 13?
Yes.
Yeah. P hat 1.
Oh,
0.141.
Yep.
And 0.145 for the 15, right?
0.145?
Yes.
0.145.
0.145.
Yeah. Z-score.
Oh boy.
-2.
For the z-score, I have a negative number. Is that right?
I have to.
Okay. So if you have to shade, then you would shade it to the right. Wait. Right. Right? The right of the negative number on the applet.
If it's less than,
Hold on.
I think if it's less
That's
than,
if it's greater than.
to the
And it wants
left.
to know for P1, right?
What was that?
It wants to know if P1 is less than P2. Okay.
So is it to the left?
Yes. And if it was greater than, it would be to the right, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, it's to the left?
Yeah.
For the p-value, I have 0.043. Is that what you have?
I have 0.022.
That's what I have too.
Shoot, really?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. I didn't change my hypothesis test.
Mm.
Okay. Now it's 0.022.
So you check the null.
So there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die is less than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die.
Yep. Sweet.
So does that mean it's better to have a heart attack on a weekday?
I think just not having a heart
it just
attack
wants
at
to
all.
know.
Just kidding.
Wait. Maybe you're less likely to die if you do that. Like maybe there are more doctors in the hospital or something.
My brother-in-law is in medical school to become a ER surgeon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But he works on the weekdays, so.
All right, we good to submit?
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, what was the z-score? I missed that. Just want to make sure I have it.
I have negative 2.020.
Yeah.
Negative 2.020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yep. 21 out of 21.
Woo!
Cool. So, do we have to do anything else for the study yet?
No. Let me look at that because there's that IRB approval reminder.
Yeah, and in that it says we should have taken the Design the Study self-report quiz in the last lesson. So
Well, I took it, but all it asked, it asked if we had done it. And so I think I got like a 30 on it because I answered one of the questions, like we designed the study or something. And then the next ones were like, did you submit your study for approval from, and then did you receive approval from? I think those were the other two.
oh, so we can wait on taking that until
Yes, because isn't that what I did? I just went to the link, and this is the same thing that I put in, the same approval form, and the guy emailed me the official person who's over the studies and survey applications, and he emailed me, and he's the one who told me if you alter your survey, like if you take that question out, then let me know and I'll approve it.
okay.
So I just wanted to make sure with Brother Milner that we didn't have to go through again and get it approved.
Right.
Because we're making changes to it, but all we're doing is taking one thing out. And on the feedback, he did say usually we discourage human subject studies because they you have to wait for approval. But I mean, I
Right.
sent it in last night and heard back this morning. Which is pretty quick.
So did he have any other like changes we needed to make to our original like proposal?
No, Brother Milner did not. The one who did is Brother Palmer, I think his name was. Brother Milner approved it, which is why I was able to send it in. And then Brother Palmer emailed Brother Milner and me. So I hope that Brother Milner sees it tonight and I can go through and send an email to Brother Palmer saying we changed it. Can we have approval?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm thinking that we could just get a link to the survey and then send it out, and I could tell all of my college friends to pass it on, and hopefully get people from other schools too, because I'm curious to see if it brings something new,
Yeah, like outside of a Mormon
Yeah.
college community.
So we'll see.
Cool. All right. I'm going to stop the broadcast now and then we can leave.
Okay.